Hello, church family. It's Thursday, December 17th at 9 p.m. The snow is falling, and it's time for our next Advent devotion. Right now, we're looking at devotions that speak about the purposes for which Christ came. And tonight, we're looking at what the Apostle Paul says in Galatians chapter 4, verses 4 and 5. Here's what he writes. But when the fullness of time had come, God sent forth his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those who were under the law, so that we might receive adoption as sons. And now the devotional thought. God's plan of salvation has been in place since before the earth was created. While this is an incredible statement and difficult to understand, it is nevertheless true. When time was set in motion, there was a timetable in God's mind as to when Jesus would come into the world. These verses tell us that when the fullness of time had come, God sent forth his Son. God saw that it was the right time for his Son to come into the world and enter humanity. The circumstances were just as they needed to be. God's wisdom perfectly concluded that everything was set in place, and his Son needed to be born of a woman. But why did he come? The purpose for Jesus' coming, as stated in these verses, was to redeem or rescue mankind from the curse of the law. The law was written to point us to the truth that we are all condemned before God. Even if a person breaks the law in one point, he is found guilty of breaking it in its entirety. So James chapter 2, verse 10. Man needs someone to rescue him from the curse of the law, and that someone is Jesus. Jesus was born during the time period of the law, and he completely kept all that was in the law. Because of this, he had the ability to rescue us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. Because of Christ, we are able to be adopted, rescued, and called children of God. And so tonight, friends, let us rejoice in Jesus Christ, who came to rescue us from the curse of the law. Well, I trust you've been blessed by tonight's devotion, and I hope you'll also scroll down the church Facebook page, find Advent hymn number 17, take a moment to listen to that. And then I'll also look forward to joining you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. as we continue our march on to Christmas Day. God bless you all. Have a great evening. Goodbye.